Hi, welcome back to Basement Backgammon. On this episode, I'm going to be going through problem 85, which is the first problem in the new chapter in Bill Robertie's book, which is called The Middle Game. And before I get into the problem, I want to read what Robertie says about the middle game. Once both sides start to make inner points, we're out of the opening and into the middle game. The basic goals remain the same as in the opening. Make points, hit blots, and escape your back checkers. But stronger inner boards mean more danger for both sides, and a single bad sequence can allow the doubling cube to make an appearance. Keep these guidelines in mind when playing the middle game. Fight for key points. Remember that inner board points are inherently stronger than outer board points. Try to get an advanced anchor before your opponent's game is too strong. Be eager to split your back checkers if your opponent has an outside prime but not yet a strong inner board. Be reluctant to split when your opponent's inner board is strong or he has awkward stacks of checkers that can form a prime. Take chances when your opponent's home board is weak, but cautious when he's strong. Prime an anchor and attack a blot. Remember that double hits are always powerful. When you escape your back checkers and take a lead in the race, turn cautious. When you're considering a double, evaluate these factors. Are you ahead in the race? Is your board better than your opponent's? Do you have an advanced anchor, or have you actually escaped your back checkers? And does your opponent have loose blots? If you have an edge in a couple of these areas, or even in the other two, you probably have a double and your opponent can probably take. If you've taken the lead in all phases of the game, you have a great double and your opponent should probably give up. So we're going to go into all of those items in the problems that follow in the middle game chapter. This is the first problem, problem 85. Take a look at the board. Black is to play a 5-1. You'll notice that black is split in the back. White is split in the back. Black has 3 points on their inner board. White only has 2, but they have a bit of an outer board. And they have a blot over here on 16. So let's take a second and think of how we're going to play 5-1. I'll give you 10 seconds to decide. Okay, and we're back. So Robertie's play for this is to play 8-3 hit and 23-22. Let's read why. In the middle game, players fight for command of key points. Once you've started to build a prime, the point at the front of the prime becomes a key point, which both players very much want to make. Here, the key point is black's 3-point. If black can make it before white, white will be squeezed into a cramped defensive position. Black should hit with 8-3, trying to make the point first. And then the best ace is 23-22, attacking the white blot on 16. So what is Robertie saying here? We want to, of course, make points inside, and we want to fight for the inner board point that is at the front of our prime. So we have 6-5-4 here, best numbers to have so far. Now we want to keep making our prime inside. We have an opportunity, but white is fighting for it as well. If white ends up making that point, the 3-point, it's going to become harder to bring our checkers in, and it gives white a bit of a defensive advantage. So we want to try to dislodge white from that point with the hit. So that becomes fairly clear because then we have a chance of extending the prime. If we make this before white can make it, they only have 2 points on the inner board and 3 points on the inner board, and they could still be on the bar. So we have a great advantage. And then, of course, with the ace, moving up means that if white fans coming in, and dances coming in, then black has a chance of picking up another blot and may even be able to throw the cube right here because a 5 and a 3 both cover. 4-2 make this point, although 4-2 you'd probably want to use to hit a second checker, and white has not as much of a structure as black has. So a cube and a pass will probably be the right thing to do if white dances. And if white ends up taking, you're in a strong gammon position as black. Let's throw it to XG and see what XG has to say about that analysis. Be right back with that. Hi, and we're back with our XG analysis of problem 85. In this problem, black is to play a 5-1. Before we get going with the analysis, I just want to show you that I've taken some advice from some people online in the comment section, and I moved to a 2D format. Hopefully this will make the screen a little bit bigger for you guys, and you'll be able to see it a little easier on smaller formats like a phone. But we'll try this out for a couple of episodes, and just tell me in the comments if you like the 2D format, if you want to go back to 3D format. I have not been able to, by the way, get rid of the black bars on either side successfully. I'm still working on that, so more to come on that. But let's get back to the problem. We have to play a 5-1, and you notice the cube is centered. What do? We're going to hit XG, and you notice that XG says exactly the same thing. Hitting the 3-point, fighting for this 3-point at the front of the prime, and then moving 23 to 22 to attack 16. Let's take a look at the analysis. I've also changed the colored bars at the bottom to be actual numbers that you can see now for winning percentage, gammon percentage, and backgammon percentage for your player and for the opponent. That's what these 3 numbers are. So right now, with the play that we've chosen, the optimal play, you can see it's 2.1% more optimal than the next play, which is 8-3, still to hit, and then 6-5. And then there are other plays as well, but the optimal play has a 57.4% chance of winning puts us in that position for the player, 23.9% chance of gammon, and 1.8% chance of backgammon. For opponent, it's flipped, 42.6% chance of winning, 14.7% chance of gammoning from this position, 1% chance of backgammon. So you can see, it's a little hard, you might have to zoom in on your screen, but you can see these numbers now as they're listed by XG. So Robertie agrees with XG in this particular one. If you like this video series, again, please like and subscribe. Please comment below if you have any suggestions on how to make this easier or better for you guys. As you can see, I definitely do listen to you. And hit the notification bell if you want to be notified of future videos as I upload them. I will see you tomorrow with problem 86. Thanks for now.